Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the chilling roots of one of the most iconic fictional characters of all time, Count Dracula. But this isn't just about vampires and Gothic castles, this is about the real-life figure who inspired Bram Stoker's terrifying creation. So buckle up as we explore the eerie exterior, the mysterious interior, and everything in between of the real-life inspiration behind Dracula. Let's start with the exterior. Dracula, as we know him, was heavily influenced by the infamous 15th-century Wallachian ruler, Vlad III, more commonly known as Vlad the Impaler. Born in 1431 in Transylvania, Vlad's image is forever linked to haunting castles perched on rugged cliffs, thick forests shrouded in mist, and an unforgiving terrain that bred legends. The real man's homeland, present-day Romania, sets the perfect backdrop for horror. With its medieval architecture and shadowy mountainous landscape, the exterior of Dracula's legend was carved from a real place that still exists today, almost untouched by time. Moving to the interior, and we'll keep this short. Vlad was not just a fierce warrior, but also a deeply strategic and terrifying ruler. Inside the man was a brutal sense of justice. He earned his nickname, the Impaler, from his favorite method of punishing enemies, impalement. That merciless personality translated perfectly into the dark, bloodthirsty character of Count Dracula, cold, calculating, and obsessed with control. Bram Stoker may not have detailed Vlad's inner psychology, but the air of menace around Dracula is clearly rooted in Vlad's real-life cruelty. Now let's talk performance. As a historical figure, Vlad III was a master of psychological warfare. He ruled through fear and brutality, successfully keeping the powerful Ottoman Empire at bay for years. His military campaigns were often savage, but effective. He created a legacy so potent that centuries later, his name still evokes dread. When transformed into the literary Dracula, these traits become performance gold, a character that dominates every scene, seduces with charisma, and terrifies with ferocity. On to safety features. Well, in Dracula's case, this might be ironic. Both the real and fictional characters were anything but safe. Vlad created a kind of safety through terror. Citizens were too afraid to commit crimes under his rule. In one tale, a golden cup was left unguarded in the town square, and no one dared to steal it. Meanwhile, Count Dracula's safety mechanisms were his supernatural abilities, immortality, shapeshifting, and the power to control minds. These gave him the upper hand, allowing him to navigate through danger while remaining untouchable unless, of course, someone has garlic, a crucifix, or a wooden stake. Now let's get into the unique selling points. The Dracula legend stands out because it's grounded in reality. Unlike other monsters born purely from myth, Dracula has a face, Vlad the Impaler, and a history soaked in blood. The combination of historical facts, creepy folklore, and Victorian Gothic storytelling makes Dracula irresistible. Plus, the merging of real-world terror with fictional horror adds a layer of believability that keeps audiences hooked. Every time you hear the word Dracula, it's not just a vampire you think of, it's a man who actually lived, and who was far more terrifying than fiction. Let's talk price, not in dollars, but in historical cost. Vlad's reign came at the price of tens of thousands of lives. His methods were so gruesome they shocked even his enemies. And the price of the Dracula myth? It cemented Romania's place in the Gothic imagination forever. Tourism in Transylvania booms because of this dark legacy, but it also comes with the burden of being known for a bloodthirsty tyrant. Bram Stoker never visited Romania, but his portrayal affected its image permanently. Finally, the conclusion. The real-life inspiration behind Dracula isn't just a footnote in history, it's a deep, complex story of power, fear, and legacy. Vlad the Impaler was a ruler, a warrior, and a monster in the eyes of many. Bram Stoker took the terrifying legacy and reimagined it into one of the most enduring characters in literature and cinema. Whether you're fascinated by history or horror, the truth behind Dracula adds a new layer of depth that makes the legend even more chilling. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into dark history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a haunting tale from the past. Until next time, stay curious, and maybe, sleep with the lights on.